Oh no, did you accidentally ramenify your wig? It's not too late to save it, but you're going to have to trust the process.
Do you hate crimp marks and want them to go away? Well, this is the video for you. But let's backtrack a little bit. Hi, I'm Lovely Muesli, and I have done 2 wig panels at 2 different conventions, and both panels I had someone ask me about crimping. And while I covered the basics, I want to expand on it. Crimping is a method where you add heat and texture with a tool like this to hair or to a wig. Crimping expands and softens the plastic fibers that make up the wig, and it gets rid of the shine, adds volume, and the texture makes it easier for the wig to hold a shape. You can get a crimper at like Ross, a thrift store, online, doesn't matter, just find something in your budget. I focus on getting tools that I need rather than, oh, this is like the most expensive, best thing on the market, you know? Now, if you just take your crimper straight to your wig and go on a horizontal line, you're gonna leave some wavy texture. It kind of looks like ramen noodles, but uncooked. So to hide that, we're gonna do one of 2 methods. Method 1 we're gonna call the waffle because you're gonna hide that texture by making a waffle. And yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, it works. Just trust the process, guys. So what I'm doing is I set my crimper to 200 and I'm just going down horizontally. Then I'm gonna come back up diagonally and then just go back up over those same lines. And we're also going to do it the other way. So yeah, do you guys see now why we're calling it the waffle? You're kind of making more texture to hide that initial wavy texture. You can kind of change the angle up as many times as you need. You can also have a crimper with more teeth that will get you more fine lines basically and hide that texture even more. And once I'm happy with that, I'm gonna hit it with a comb and then I'm gonna go over it one more time with my crimper. But this time I'm using my crimper more like a straightener than a crimper. I just kind of latch on and just drag it down. It does leave a little bit of texture, so I usually don't do the top layer. I usually keep it to the bottom layers. But you can see right here, between a side that hasn't been crimped and a side that has been crimped, is definitely a lot more volume and less shine to it. Okay, future Leah, I had to remake this video 3 different times, so you're about to see a 3rd wig. That's also why some of the voicing is a little bit off too. Let's move on to method 2, a crimp tease. This is my go-to method and what I usually use for the rest of my wigs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it on a lower heat than the 200, maybe like a 160 or a 180, a little bit higher if I'm using higher quality wigs. And I'm going to just go in with a diagonal and just use it really close together so I'm barely moving it each time I go down, but I am moving it. And then once you do that, you're going to back brush it while it's still hot. Don't let it cool down. You can use heat gloves if it's a little bit too hot for you. And once you back comb it, you're going to comb it right back forward. Focus on getting all the tangles out, so you're trying to basically smooth it back to where it was. Once you've done that, you definitely see the added volume to it because it's been teased and sort of crimped. And then you're going to go back with your crimper and use it like a straightener, just like you did with the other one. Just go straight down and then brush it out one more time, and that will get you the crimp tease. So it's kind of a marriage between the 2 techniques, and yeah, it's both methods are how I avoid crimp marks. But again, it does leave a little bit of texture if you look really closely, and you know, you can avoid that by just doing the under layers and not doing the top layers. So hopefully you've added a new way to style wigs in your toolkit today. I will catch you in the next one. We're going to be talking about tensiling wigs. I have such a big brain worm about crimping wigs that I had to make this. I had no choice. My brain just held me hostage. You know, it does that.